Hello and welcome back to Video Game Chronology, the only review show that reviews video games from the beginning. Most of the time, I am your chronicler as we go into our 40. I always get this wrong. 45th or 46th game on the N.E.S. released in North America, and we are playing Kid Icarus. I am both excited for this classic game and apprehensive because this is like one of the hardest games ever made, and it's got multiple endings, and I still haven't decided how I'm going to tackle it because obviously I got to play through the whole game, and if anyone's been following this all the way through, they know how bad at games I am. So there's no way if regular people who are actually good at NES games can't do this, there's no way I can. Anyway, doesn't seem like I can make that. So yeah, Kid Icarus. I have limited experience with Kid Icarus, actually. It's not one of the games that I've actually owned, so I never really played a lot of it. Oh, this is Kid Icarus in the Angel Lands or something. Okay, there's nothing in this door. I know there's 3 endings. One you get through oh, that's how you do it. Okay. One you get by getting no upgrades. One you get by getting some upgrades, and then the best ending you have to get all the upgrades or some crap like that. And I haven't decided if I'm going to subject myself to actually forcing myself to get all of the endings. Seems like a task, especially for one of the hardest games ever made. I feel like the hardest ending to get would be to not get any upgrades, right? I think I'm gonna skip that part for now. Ow. That's a Reaper. Shit. I died. There's a password there. Oh wow, I gotta start all the way at the beginning. That's punishing as hell. I guess I had to use the password in order to... Yeah, no thanks. You got 1 life, huh? Huh. Yeah, I don't know how I'm gonna tackle this game. About the game itself, like, as I'm playing it, it's fine. As far as, like, what is it? What am I trying to say here? As far as gameplay concerned, it's fine. It's not hard. It's very intuitive. It's punishing, obviously, as you can see. I went the wrong way. I did. There's a door. Oh, they killed me. Great. Yeah, I mean, it's pretty much just jump and shoot. It looks like I can shoot up too. Can I shoot down? No, but I can duck. Yeah, I've been thinking about this game since I saw it coming up in the list for a while, and I'm just like, I really don't know how to tackle it for this show because it's got multiple endings, and if I decide to do all the multiple endings, I feel like then I got to do all the multiple endings for all the games. You know what I mean? And who knows what kind of daunting task that'll end up being. But like at the same time, because I'm using cheat codes to beat a lot of these games, it's like, well, you're cheating anyway, so it should be easy for you to do that, right? So it's really I'm really struggling just from a format. And I don't know how long this game is. Let's see what this does. It gives me a year? I don't know what that did. Anyway, I'm dead. Let's bring in this at the very least. This is. I thought I paused it. Oh, I didn't realize there was a like Legend of Zelda style. This is the instruction booklet for it. This is actually an interesting booklet. I scanned through it, and it's one of the better booklets, but it's got a long story synopsis here. All right, this is the tale of Kid Icarus. Let's go back to the distant past, to an age when the gods and men lived together in harmony. There was once a kingdom called Angel Land. This kingdom was ruled by two beautiful goddesses, Palutena, who administered light, and Medusa, who ruled darkness. Palutena lived in the palace in the sky and administered light so that man could live in happiness, and bathed in this light, man grew food and lived in peace. However, Medusa, the goddess of darkness, was different. Medusa hated mankind. She took great pleasure in drying up the crops that man took great pains to grow, and in turning people into stone statues. In her anger, Palutena changed Medusa into an ugly monster and banished her to the deep, dark underworld for being changed into this ugly monster and forced to live in the underworld. Medusa promised to take over the palace in the sky where Palutena lived. So great was Medusa's anger that she joined forces with the monsters and evil spirits of the underworld, and Medusa's armies grew, soon began to surpass Palutena's army in strength. Excuse me. Soon a war between Palutena and Medusa began. Medusa led a surprise attack on Palutena's army, which could barely fend off the attack. Palutena's army suffered major losses and was heavily defeated in the final battle. What's more, Medusa's armies took the three sacred treasures, the mirror shield, the arrow of light, and the wings of Pegasus away from them. Almost all of the warriors in Palutena's army were turned into stone statues, and Palutena herself was imprisoned deep in the palace in the sky. The peaceful realm of Angeland came to be inhabited by foul and terrible monsters and was turned into the land of darkness ruled by the wicked Medusa. Locked in the depths of the palace in the sky, Palutena's strength was drained to its last. As a last resort, she sought the help of an angel youth Pit, who was being held prisoner, locked in a deep dungeon in the underworld. Pit was a valiant warrior who used to be in charge of Palutina's personal bodyguards. It's a big position for a young angel. Armed with a bow and arrow brought to him through Palutina's magical strength, Pit attempted to escape from the underworld. The guard at this time was low in numbers as Medusa's army had advanced to the palace in the sky. Pit succeeded in his escape and set out on his long adventure to rescue Palutina. Yet to defeat Medusa, he had to get the 3 sacred treasures. Will Pit be able to restore Palutina's light and return it to the Angel Land? Only you can answer that question. So, look, it comes with illustrations and everything. It's a long little thing. It's very cool. Password up here at this point. If you press the start button, you can continue your last game. That's not, well, I guess it is true, but when you start, you can continue your own game. The game pack saves these items from the last checkpoint you pass. Strength, number of meter possessions, number of hearts, points. That's not really true because it didn't save it when I hit it last time. My mission is to find the 3 sacred treasures and to defeat Medusa. Now let's find the items and set out for the palace in the sky. So, yeah, there's the controls, total score, stage display, weapons. I've got to defeat the gatekeeper's enemy of the underworld, overworld, and skyworld fortresses, and then fight Medusa in the palace in the sky. This is a map of Angel Land. 3 seconds. You got the underworld, the overworld, flying through the skies, palace in the sky. Then we got items here. Hold on. I just want to see something. Sacred treasures, weapons, fire, sacred bow, protective. The gatekeeper enemy at stage 1 to 3 have these. The seal is broken when Pit has all 3 casks. Oh. These have nothing to do with Pit's power. They can be exchanged for other items. Oh. And then there's regular items. Okay. And these are the inhabitants. The Comilus, the McGoo, the Gainway, the Mono-Eye, the Nettler, the Twin Bellows, the Chiron, the Shalom. Spoiling future enemies, but hey. Nintendo always makes lame. Hey, that's the eggplant wizard from Mario. Right? Maybe not. Maybe it's always been Kid Icarus. Why do I think it's Mario? I don't know. Anyway, what should I do to get extra strength? Oh, Heavenly One, when will you give me the arrows for extra fighting power? Why can't I use my weapons? How can I get Medusa's chamber? My weapons are stolen. Anyway, spent a lot of time on that one, actually. So, alright, that was the booklet. We'll give this one more shot. Play through it one more time here. Let's see if we can do any better. I doubt it. I didn't know I could, like, I duck slide it under that thing to grab that heart. Nothing in here. I don't know why. These things are worth, like... I don't know what that did. I got one hammer. Grabbing all these hammers. I don't know what they're for. I just want to see something. no, I didn't want to go that way. I wanted to go the other way because I wanted to see. I guess this is the only way you can get through this door is through here. Alright. Kid Icarus. So, the story. It's in the booklet, and you're obviously broken. You're trying to break out the underworld to save Paulatina from that. From what I can see, it seems like it's an interesting story. Gameplay is solid. It's not difficult to play, but it is challenging. See, my heart's definitely disappeared. And I didn't keep my hammers. It's very weird that it's not... It said that I would keep that stuff, but it didn't. Whatever. But, yeah, so... Yeah, the gameplay is... It's not hard. Like I said, it's just kind of ruthless because you get one life. And it's basing, like... And if maybe it's not these hearts that it saves, sure. It might seem like it's infinite continues, but it doesn't seem like it. And it doesn't look like... I didn't get to a checkpoint, so... I don't even know if there are checkpoints, to be honest with you, and if there isn't, that's really, really hard. Especially for as far as they want you to go. Let's go this way this time. I'm just curious. Yeah, you can't get it from that angle. What's in here? Oh, I got a Reaper. That's not good. Anyway, the farthest I got. The game's... Oh, that is instant death there. Wow. And didn't save anything, so... Huh. It's intuitive. The game's intuitive. Would I recommend this game? I'm just having so much trouble with this episode. Because this is a hard game to figure out what I'm going to do with, man. Would I recommend Kid Icarus? I'm going to tentatively, very tentatively, I'm going to say, recommend it. It is one of those classic NES games, without a doubt. Everybody knows what Kid Icarus is. It's a classic, but it's notoriously hard, and I have only played this little part, so I can't really judge it, and I don't have a lot of experience with the game as a whole. So I can't really judge based on this episode. I will play through the whole thing with cheats. This is the only way I'll be able to play the whole thing and give you a more thorough answer once I do that. But for now, I'm going to tentatively recommend it because it's such a classic and like it's challenging enough. And it's like, and from like from what I've been playing of it, doesn't seem like cheap hard either. Like I keep dying in that one room. You don't have to go to that room. You can just skip past that room and it'll be fine. In fact, the furthest I got is by skipping that room. So, and I can't imagine there isn't checkpoints of some kind in this game, right? So, if you can at least get past the first level, you should be you should eventually be fine, I think. But I don't know. Like I said, this is a tentative recommendation based on my limited experience here. But the game's solid enough that, like, I'm not frustrated. Like, I died, like, 5 times already. But I'm not, I keep going in the store, there's nothing in here. But I'm not frustrated or anything. It's like, oh, okay, that time I screwed that up. I learned, like, I jumped off the ledge at the one part. So, okay, don't do that. So it's all a learning experience. Figuring out how to go. You could argue that about all NES games. Some of them are just cheaper than others, but like what Ikari Warriors is bullshit. And I'll stand by that. Because at the time of this release, I think I released the first 2 episodes of Ikari Warriors. But it's just a half-hour endurance test for no reason. For no reason. There's no reason to make your levels that long. With no breaks, and then only give you 3 lives to do it. I mean, this will only give you 1 life, which is even more punishing. But there's not 1,000 things on screen trying to kill me at one time with this game either. So yeah, I'm gonna again tentatively recommend this one. I feel like this is my worst review, honestly, because of just how torn I was trying to figure out what to do with this game. But yeah, I guess with that, thanks for watching, people. We will be back with Kid Icarus with cheats of some kind to help us through this. But until then, on to the next one.